Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about somebody getting a message, an email, about a baseless claim and how they responded to it. Because it seems like a technique that over time would produce results. Like if you started it when you met with your uncle on Halloween, maybe by Christmas you start to get somewhere with it. So we're just going to kind of go through the message they receive and how they responded to it. Okay, so it's basically just a heads up that people in 11 to 12 cities in the U.S. may try to start a civil war in the next few weeks. We MAGA Republicans have been advised to prep, pray, and stay out of the way as the military put down the insurrection. There may be up to 10 days of information blackout with only the emergency broadcast system available for info. And it goes on. It's the normal constant fear-mongering, paranoia, keep people on the edge type of message. You've seen them before. We can go all the way back to the military exercise in the southwestern United States. You could even trace this type of thing all the way back to like UN tanks in Canada and stuff like that. These types of alerts have been going out for like 20 years, and they're never right. So most people understand this, but how do you get through to somebody who believes it? This response I thought was really good. Thanks for the heads up. I have a few follow-up questions given the rather alarming news. Who are the people starting the Civil War and why? Who is their leader? What is their motive? How do you know this? Why isn't this news on any trusted MAGA news channel like Fox or OANN or any other news outlet? If this doesn't end up happening, will it impact your trust in whatever source provided you this information? That's wonderful. You're asking questions using the Socratic method, just kind of bringing them to the information. How do they know this is going to occur if they can't answer any of these other questions? It's just generic fear-mongering to keep the base on edge, to keep them uncertain, to keep them in doubt, to keep them in fear, to keep them tuned in, to keep them under the thumb of the people providing the information, because you don't want to miss out, because eventually there'll be an information blackout. Asking these questions and then waiting for it to inevitably not happen is a way that you can hopefully lead that person to begin to question those people who they've fallen under the spell of. I think it's a good technique, and I think on a long enough timeline it would work. So we're moving into the holidays. You're going to be around relatives, I'm sure, that are going to say things that you're going to want to have a response to. Just make sure the response is helpful. Try to throw them a rope down into that information silo so they can get out. Because there are still a whole lot of people caught up believing things that they aren't true. And it doesn't matter how many times it's proven false. They've had these prophecies over and over again, and they never occur. But if beforehand you put the idea to ask those questions out there, and what happens if it doesn't occur, and you prime them for the failure that you know is going to happen, it might be, one of those things, one of those tools that helps them break free. And maybe you can get your relative back. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.